Good evening, class. My name is Daquan Mitchell, and in this topic, we'll be speaking on building relationships in the learning environment. This is for my EDU 534 class, which is our week 3 assignment. Building relationships are essential in the learning environment between students and the instructor on the adult learning level. Positive relationships build trust, unity, cohesion, causes less friction, and promotes a healthier learning environment for all participants. Having a trusting relationship allows the student to feel more comfortable with approaching the instructor with questions or concerns. The student will know that the information given will be something in which will positively influence the student in effectively making the right choices or decisions. So let's talk about the best practices. Cox 2023 advises trust is the foundation of any relationship, and it's one of the most important things for a teacher to develop with their students. A few practices to consider when attempting to build trusting relationships in the classroom include talking about trust, distributing responsibilities to students, developing an atmosphere within the classroom that revolves around trust, always engaging and becoming more tolerant, along with maintaining consistency. Promoting these characteristics and tasks will result in a more unified environment and promote the factor of positivity while strengthening the interpersonal relationship between students and the instructor. Establishing a strong foundation of effective communication is key to the development of a trusting relationship. Learning the interests and needs of adult learners constitutes the instructor conducting a bit of background history, observation, and assessment. In doing so, the instructor may benefit from utilizing the qualitative analysis approach, in which uses more of an interpersonal communicative tactic to understand why or how a person feels. This may be more beneficial in understanding what triggers, motivates, drives, or detaches an adult learner from the content area or educational classroom. Awabde and Al-Bastawi 2023 addresses a case study on predictable factors that help students engage in online EFL classroom and their relationship, where questions were asked to understand the factors that help in engagement, to include topics on confidence in prerequisite skills, desire for interaction, general beliefs, accessibility to the instructor, accessibility to other students, and comfortability of communication. The relationship between the instructor and the student also affects the relationship between student to student. To form a well rounded relationship in the classroom for positive learning, relationships must be understood on every level. Now, let's address the difference in viewpoints. Viewpoints in this adult learning setting will be different at any given point. Students originate from different backgrounds or beliefs and have different morals or opinions when addressing a topic. It is essential for the instructor to allow all viewpoints and opinion into a topic, as no student should feel avoided or undervalued. The best way to address this is during open group discussion periods, where students will have the opportunity to express their viewpoints on a topic. From there, if another student has a valid argument in rebuttal or agreement, the class should be made aware that the classroom is a safe space for ideas to formulate, where each student could grow from the participation. This will ensure that the arguments or lines of communication are handled in a professional manner, where all viewpoints are valued even if there is a disagreement. Now, how do we apply the Christian worldview within the classroom to support cultural diversity? Williams 2019 advises the Christian worldview is built upon the framework of ideas and beliefs through which a Christian individual or group interprets the world and interacts with the world. Our worldview shapes the physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual dimensions of our lives. The biblical worldview says there is a God, one who is personal, powerful, and caring, who created the world and everything in it. It states unequivocally that man is created in God's image, living in essence as God's co regent over creation. Mankind, born and unborn, rich and poor, able and disabled, has intrinsic worth. Now, in addressing culture and diversity within the classroom, it is known within the Christian worldview that God is love and that we are to love one another as God loves us. This means that the culture within the classroom should be built off principles of effective communication, trust, honesty, motivation, encouragement, justice, and fairness. If conflict was to arise due to differently viewed opinions or moral values, the common foundation or goal should be to reach a positive solution in which all could agree upon because no one person is above the other. It is stated that all humans, no matter the background, are created from one God and are created equally in his likeness. In conclusion, I hope each of you have been able to take away something positive from this short talk. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns following this meeting, I would love to address each of them personally, or I'll have attached my email address to where you could reach me via email. I love you all as God has loved us. Pray that you all be blessed.